Carlos, what's the range of emotions that you go through during a game like this?
That's a good question. You could go in a lot of different ways, but at the end of the day, you have to stay consistent, because you gotta stay locked in, and you gotta be able to make decisions and, stay ahead of the game, and then while you're thinking through it too, But again, it's easy to go up, it's easy to get down, but you kind of get used to. I'm glad that we were able to get that one.
When you look back at all the times that Pete has come through in big situations, not just this season, but overall since you've been here, what stands out the most?
Yeah, I mean, his ability to stay locked in, his ability to slow the game down and don't get too big. He knows he's powerful, and all he's got to do is just touch it pretty much in those situations, and the ball's going to go. We've seen it with the way he drives the ball the other way, and he did it again today, on a pitch that would over the plate, and just basically looks like he was just trying to put the ball in play there, and that was pretty impressive. But that's what makes him who he is. He's an elite hitter and a clutch hitter. When you look up at his numbers, man, he's special.
Tony,
I'm sure you could imagine, what this press conference would be like if it had been 9th loss in a row. How important was this win just to sort of allow everyone to take a deep breath and reframe what's going on here?
Every game now is important, but especially now in the middle of this losing streak that we were on, going into an off day, kind of give those guys a little bit of breather there, and then enjoy the off day tomorrow. And then now it becomes, 11, 12 games that we got left. We're right there, So, but it was important. It was important. Not gonna lie, we needed that one.
Mike.
Can you talk about Nolan's 6 innings and then Stanek finishing up as well?
Yeah, I mean, Nola, again, impressive. If it looks like they had a good plan there, especially against his sweeper, where they took some pitches early in counts and they were all over. They were aggressive on that pitch. And he kind of recognized that, and he started using the sinker. He started using the changeup, the front hip sinker to lefties. Like, that's what makes this guy who he is, because not only he's got the stuff, but his ability to recognize what hitters are trying to do to him. He's got a lot of different weapons that he could go to in at different times, in any counts, to put hitters away, to get back in counts. Man, it's super impressive. And then Stanek, man, I thought overall the whole bullpen, after they came back and tied it, Rogers with a clean inning, Sugar, another clean inning, got out of it with a runner at third and 1 out. And then Stanek, for him to come in, and it's been hard for him, and for him to get out of that situation and give us a chance to win a baseball game, solid. We needed him. We needed all of those guys, and we're going to continue to rely on them.
Jerry, all right.
Carlos, that eighth inning, ninth inning with Edwin, with that liner to short, is that the kind of thing the double plays? That kind of thing that A, didn't happen for you guys the last couple of weeks, and B, if it did, you couldn't take advantage of it?
Yeah, I feel like those are some of the little breaks that we were not getting, or we were the ones on the other side of the thing, of the play. Whereas infield in, it's a soft line drive, and we're able to get that runner at third base. That's what you need, that little break right there. It gets the guys going, and, we got back in the dugout, and kind of like the momentum shifted there.
Daniel.
Carlos, ¿qué tan impresionante esta victoria para ustedes, sabiendo que vienen de pasar una situación difícil? Pero lo más importante, ustedes están en el dinero, que es lo que ustedes quieren estar, y no perder ese espacio.
Sí, no, no tanto lo difícil, es lo importante que significa esta victoria para nosotros en el medio de esta racha tan negativa, 8 juegos perdidos en estas alturas, pues, donde estamos compitiendo para un puesto en el playoff. Sumamente importante para los muchachos, para nosotros como equipo. Vamos a un día libre y tenemos que prepararnos para una serie, pues nos quedan 12 juegos. Se convierte, pues la temporada se convierte ahora a 12 juegos, donde cada juego, cada picheo es importante, pero bueno ver a los muchachos responder de la manera que lo hicieron hoy.
John.
The biggest win of the year?
I think moving forward, every win is going to be the biggest win of the year. I mean, I don't know where we at in the middle of the street, if you want to call it, But moving forward now, every one that we get is going to be the biggest one.
Abby.
Alvarez base running, does that just show how badly him and the other guys want this and want to break the streak today?
Yeah, I mean, you saw it. And it was good to see him going feet first at second base, but then you see him at home plate going again. But it was a hell of a read there, He wasn't going on contact. And then for him to recognize that the first baseman was playing a little deeper and kind of took a chance to step on the base, that's when he kind of took off. And it's impressive slide there. I kind of held my breath there, But, yeah, and then you see the reaction. You see the intensity, how fired up he got, the guys in the dugout. And that's what you want to see.
That was my next question. It's him sliding like that. Do you worry about his hands at all?
Yes, I am.
Anthony.
Carlos, what was the biggest factor in taking out McLean? Were you tempted to try and get him into the seventh?
No. We're not putting like a pitch count on him, but we have a number to where, we're comfortable on pushing him, and he got there. He had, say, 3-4 more pitches, and I wasn't going to just send him for 3 or 4 more pitches there.
Anthony.
Is the plan now officially to piggyback Holmes and Minaya?
That's the plan, yes.
How long roughly will Holmes go? Will each of them go in that?
Yeah, I think it depends what kind of lineup we get and where we are in the game. That's the plan, but we got to be able to make adjustments and be flexible. But we just got to see what we got there.